forecast.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm starting off with this map right here because I think it's telling. In fact, it tells a big story. When you see a map with a lot of rain in one area, no rain in another, you know we're stuck in a pattern for quite some time, and that's certainly what's going to happen. Lots of rain from a stationary frontal boundary that is draped across the southeast. It's sticking around. We'll get in on some of that, but it's not going to be as heavy as our friends say along east of us and towards Florida. But you can see what's happening here. We've got this stationary area that's just giving showers and thunderstorms. Every once in a while we see some. We're in between high pressure systems. If we were to have one of those over us, it would really suppress things and change things for us. But that's just not the case today. And that's really not been the case for the last several days. And we're going to stay in this pattern for really through the weekend and quite possibly the first part of next week. So here's where we're at this morning. We did have some showers and thunderstorms over the water. The water is warmer than land at that point, so it really helps to promote showers and thunderstorms. They then fizzle out. We'll see some more pop up this afternoon with some of the daytime heating. And the models try to make their best guess on where these could pop up, but they're not going to be completely accurate. So always know that when you see a model in the summer, sometimes it's just not going to be completely accurate for you, but you can see here just the motion of the weather and what's going to happen. We'll see some pop-ups. They're not going to have a lot of movement. So this is a recipe for maybe a flood advisory or a brief flash flood warning. So certainly keeping that chance for some showers and thunderstorms through the evening, really fizzling out, and we do it all again tomorrow. So Thursday morning, you've got that morning shower and thunderstorm action over the water. Certainly could move inland, and then we'll get a brief break before we see the afternoon convection, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms. And again, where they pop up today, they may not pop up tomorrow, but you got the same rain chances, and that's the story basically through the weekend and into, again, quite possibly the first part of next week. And it has been a very long time, or I don't really know when I can remember a time when we've had a forecast with the exact same rain potential over the next 7 days. So a very carbon copy of the day prior when it comes to the setup. And you can see the high pressure systems that were in between. So you get this weakness in the atmosphere when you don't have this pressure, this higher pressure that's over you. And that's what we're going to keep for the next several days. There's no indication that we'll see high pressure build back over us. That's what gives you those really hot temperatures in the summer. And so as we head towards maybe the middle of next week, I've got some models that try to build this high in and others that keep it off towards the east. So maybe we could see a bit of a shift towards the middle of next week, but it's not very convincing just yet. But it is keeping our temperatures right there at average. 92 right now is the average, and that is the forecast high for the next 7 days. A look at the tropics. A lot will be changing over the next 7 days here. You can see that we've got a few areas we're watching, nothing in the Gulf. But a couple of areas, of course, we have Dexter that is moving off and losing its tropical characteristics, and a few areas that are basically offshore and then out in the middle of the Atlantic. This particular area certainly could develop, and you can see the motion that it is likely to take. Probably will give a lot of rough surf to the Carolinas as that does try to form. And then this area we've been watching since this weekend has a decent shot at developing. Right now, the current line of thinking is that this is probably going to move out in the Atlantic. But behind that, there's another robust wave that we'll have to keep an eye on. A lot of guidance tries to take this farther to the west. Still too early to make any calls on that one, but we're watching that one next. And there's some tropical moisture from a little wave here down towards the Caribbean. This one, the models try to pick up on and maybe try to develop something. NHC not watching that one, but we're certainly watching for the possibility of just heightened rain chances maybe next week. It's not totally a guarantee that it would pull that tropical moisture towards us, but that's the closest thing we have. But no real threats here along the Gulf Coast. Right now, mostly into the mid to upper 80s. We'll probably see those low 90s. And here's your commute forecast. Again, a few isolated storms this afternoon and then more coastal tomorrow morning. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s again to start your Thursday. Here's your 7-day forecast. Again, it is a mirror image every day. Those low 90s and chances for storms. So kind of a typical summertime forecast where you'll want to keep that radar app handy. Rob?
All right. Thank you, Amber. Well, students in Terre